flight tonight, as we're back in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We're going to do a flight from London Luton down to Leeds Bradford. Right here we're in the new sim. It does have a few problems with its physics, but apart from that, the views with the clouds and everything is amazing. But until a payware comes, then it's not going to get much better than that. Good to be back, ready to fly, see what we can do. I'll also release the same flight, but the descent phase, which is up now on the Premiere for the X-Plane version of the Leeds arrival, so you can compare physics between the two. You'll just get the full flight from here today, but the descent will be on the following day. So don't forget to like and subscribe, leave your comments down below guys, and then we can get into the cockpit as we're already on the runway and we are ready to go. So I've set everything up and we'll use the charts from what we used from X-Plane as well, which will be easy enough as I have that all logged still. So we'll go into the FMC and get everything all set up. Okay, so for the flight plan, we're going to depart from runway 2526. We'll be taking the Omni 2 Bravo sit out, which we can insert. From there we'll get the rest of our route. From Olney we're going to take the Tango 420, which is going to take us to TNT. Well, it will take us direct, so we'll do them all direct, and then we'll be direct to Denbigh. But if we was in the 737, then we would have been taking the November 57 airway to Denbigh. Okay, so from Denbigh then we're going to go direct to Leeds Bradford, which will insert. Go to our flight plan now. On the arrival we are going to come in for the ILS for runway 32, and we are going to take the TNT arrival, transition off at Leeds Bradford, which basically on the charts we're just going to do a 180 backtrack towards the end of the runway and then turn around and come back. So we'll insert that for our flight level, which is going to be 180, which will now bug, and we're using the mod, so we've got the FMC working just a little bit better. The link's down in the description, I'll leave that as well so you guys can check that out and download it for yourselves. Physics wise the aircraft's totally at it, but we'll try our best to get it down, as it does do some really weird funky stuff. So we've got flaps +1, we've got our QNH which is 1016, we've got our 180 which is our flight level, as we're just going to go straight up to there because the aircraft doesn't work like it usually would. Turn on all our panels, ECAM lights, etc. Get them all up. Okay, ECAMs and everything's up. And we've got our co-pilots all set to go. Apart from that, it's a nice model. It's quite nice with the mod. So you've got the seat belts and the no smoking. When you click it, it works, which is all good. So we're all set on this part. Everything here, the IRS works as well, so you can turn them too. We're not going to do that right now, but it's all set to go. We're going to set our perf as well whilst we're here. So for our perf, we can't change the V speeds unfortunately, but we will set everything else up. So we want 1 and then down 1.0. For our flex temp, we've got a flex of 50, which will be in, and the rest we can't really change too much. We put it to 1,000 foot for throttle reduction, and we're all ready to go then. So cost index, actually that's one thing we do want to change. Cost index is going to be on the charts 33. So we'll shove that in there. Okay, so she's practically all ready to go. So without further ado, let's go and release the brake. Get the flex on and everything. So let's get ready to shoot out of Luton Airport. So brakes released. We'll go 45% and toga. Okay, we'll hit our flex. There we go. And we just need to set on the flight directors. There we go. So manual flex, SRS runway, and then the rest I need to learn. Airspeed's alive, 80 knots. 100 knots. 120. 140 is V1. And then we'll rotate out. Okay. Positive rate. Gear up. Okay, then we're going to go to a left turn.
EGU 1123, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Okay, so I'll make that left turn around now. And I'll put the throttle to climb. As follow the flight director out. So what we can do now is we'll engage the autopilot. Now the aircraft has full. Okay, so as we blast through the clouds, passing through 5,000 feet now, holding on 250 as we make our way around the bend out of Luton Airport, following the Omni SID. Okay, as we make our way through 8,003 now, what we can do is put the QNH to standard, which are both set. Coming near to 10,000 feet now, we can turn the landing lights off, turn off the runway turn-offs, turn the nose and everything off as well if we can get it to go down. Buttons are a little bit fiddly, some of them, because the aircraft's moving. We'll leave that one there, strobes are on, everything else is all good to go. There we go, let's turn that off. There, we'll take the seat belts. Okay, so it's passing 2,000 now, we'll speed up to our cruise speed. And once we hit 3.2, then the aircraft will start to climb again. When the aircraft's up in the air, it's not too bad, it's okay, you know, the physics are alright. Doesn't have no constraints in as well, so we could call this the review. So it doesn't have no constraints in, apart from here like TNT, but I always play that there. So past 3.2 on the speed, now we'll go up to 180. Okay, as we make our way now through 13,005, take off the terrain, which will then show us our clouds. So 13,009 now, going up for 180. Everything seems to look okay. We'll just zoom a little further afield, have a look at our weather. So it's moderate, not too bad. The clouds look absolutely beautiful. Should make for a good arrival down into Leeds today. Okay, so now we've just reached 18,000 feet. We can also take the spoiler off. Don't need that armed anymore. There we go. Okay, so we're now at our cruise speed. Obviously if it was in X-plane we would be doing our takeoff cinematics, which we don't have, but we will do a little something right now. So we'll go to our cinematics, and once we pass through these clouds, then we'll head on to the cinematics and get things going. Go into the abyss. See if we get any turbulence when we go into the clouds. Turbulence is not too bad. It's quite nice when you're going into the clouds or there's a bit of turbulence. You know, it's nice with the camera angles, like sort of like head shake in X-Plane. It's quite nice. Let's say bring a pay-wear aircraft out like PMDG. That'd be really good because then things will take a real good turn. We're going to update to the RTX 3080 in a little while's time and upgrade the RAM and the water cooler and everything like that. So it should be really good. So we go to them cinematics now, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave your comments down below, and I'll see you when we get back for our top of descent, ready to come down into Leeds Bradford for the ILS runway 32. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Hi guys, welcome back to the cockpit. Right now we're going to get ready to come in for Leeds. So we're going to go down to 3,000 feet and we are going to come down at 1,006. And for 1,006 we also want to come down for 260. Okay. So the aircraft will now start to slow down and it will start to descent, so we can come down as we're going to reach Denbigh, as you can see, and then we'll make our way over to Leeds Bradford. So we'll go right over the airport, take a right turn, and then we'll make our final left into the airport as we did this approach last night on X-Plane. So both approaches will be uploaded, which you'll be able to view. So 1,006, and we'll take it down to 250. So now the aircraft's down in its descent. I think that's sort of like it's continuous on the 737. Tell everybody in the cabin that we're going to get ready to come down. Keep our engine anti-ice on, just for our temperature's sake. And now we start to slowly come down to the runway. Okay, there we go. So 1,600 feet, and now we'll start to come down into Leeds. Coming down through 16,000 feet. And We'll check the FMC now, so we can get the arrival in and get that all set. So, if we go in and get the details now for Leeds, we've got the QNH set up as well, so I'll quickly grab that. So, we've got 1011 for the QNH. Our temperature is 16. Winds is 230 at 17. And our decision down into the airport is 870, which will give us a 200-foot decision. You'll just roll it through on the altimeter. So coming through 14,007, now approach is practically set up now. Trans altitude, say will come through at 7,000 feet. So the approach is all now set up, and the ILS, we can check that on the nav radios. And I know that Leeds is the 110.90. Here we've got the 318 course on X-Plane, we've got the 319, and on the charts we've got the 320. So 1 degree differential from each sim and chart. I'm down through 13,009 now. I'm going to start slowing the aircraft down just a little more. So it'll come down to 220. The aircraft starts descent as we make our way down to Leeds. Can open up the speed brake a little just to help us down to catch our speed. So now we'll make our left turn back round to the airport. Everything's all set. What we'll do is coming through 11,000 feet now. Set the altimeters back to 1011. Got a decision of 200 feet. As we now start to send through 11,000, ready for 10,000. So what we'll do is we'll get the landing lights all on and prepped. Runway turn-offs can go on, and we'll put our nose wheel to take off. Everything's all good there. Let's check our temperatures as they're coming back. Passing through 11. So we'll see how the aircraft handles with its physics, and hopefully the aircraft handles well. The physics haven't been too great on the sim, so we'll see how it goes down here today in Leeds. Come through 9,005 now. As we'll come in and take the back approach. Okay, so we're going to follow around onto the right turn. When we come down, we've got a 3-degree glide path. We'll come down from 3,000 into 2003, so we can change that down to 2003, which is set. So that's where we will finish off at 2,300 feet to intercept the ILS, which will be on the 320, but the 318 on this sim. The speed brakes are armed and everything's all set. QNH 1011, we've got the ILS, which is the 110.90. Okay, so slow the aircraft down some more. We need to be down to 185 when we make the turn on our final left. So as we come down now. There we go, we're going to that right turn. And we'll drop our flaps 1. As we've reached our speed now, the aircraft will start to continuous descent around. It's hitting on an open descent. So So what we'll do here is we'll tell it that we want to come down 1007. That'll keep us nice and stable. So we now come around for that right turn. We'll set the auto brake to medium. Passing through 5,000, and we'll make the left turn at 3,000. Checking our terrain, we'll check the weather. Everything seems to be not too bad. So we'll keep on our terrain. Now we'll go into that right turn. Should bleed off a little bit of speed. Okay, 4001. Okay, so making that right turn now, passing through 3004. Okay, so we'll turn off our terrain. Passing through 2009. Okay, so there's our 2003. Aircraft will then re-establish its speed. Okay, so this is to see how the aircraft reacts. We're right near the airport now. As you can see, there's the airport right there. So we're going to go over the airport, make a right turn and then backtrack on the left to go back on the 318. If the aircraft had proper constraints, then I would have let it do what it wanted and go down to 3000 and come back down to the ILS, but because it's been acting up, we're not really going to trust it. So there's the ILS for the opposite side, the ILS runway 14, which is right here. Once we go over, then it will click the other ILS and we'll pick up that side. 185 for the stop. To DME9. For some reason it likes to do what it wants, like you can see here. It goes around in circles. So what we'll have to do is we'll just have to manually fly it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so because the FMC doesn't really want to work properly, we'll fly it manually and then we'll cut off the auto throttle when we get established. So we'll follow her up now and then go fast. You'll see the glide slope start to rise as we go further away. And then we'll make that left turn to come in. 185 is max for the turn. Okay. So on our perf, we can activate the approach. Okay, there's 2000. Boeing, obviously we could it's weird coming down on the approach with the Airbus, so as you have the auto throttles open. I'm going to turn them off so we can fly it manually, as the physics have been doing some really strange things with this sim. There's the glide slope rising as we go further away from the airport. Okay, so we're closing in. There's the D cell. Take it to 180. As we come round, then we'll go down to flaps 2, drop the gear, and get ready to come in. On the speeds on here for the V speeds 156, and that is for config 3. So nearly ready for that left turn now. We'll see exactly how the aircraft handles. I know how it handles, we'll see how it handles today. Okay, so we're going to get ready for that left turn now. As we come round the bend. Keeping our altitude nice and stable as we come round. Okay, we'll just decrease our bank angle. We should come on with the localiser at any moment. Holding out 2000. Okay, there's the localiser now, there's the runway in sight. So we'll come down to 165. And we'll drop flap setting number 2 and we'll go gear down. Okay, go to flaps number 3. Got a 156 on the approach. So we'll just wait for the glide slope to come in. To make some minor adjustments, and we're coming down for flap setting number 3, which we're at. So we'll stay around 156. It said we'll stay for 160. Okay, there's the glide slope. Start coming down now. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to deactivate the auto throttle so I have full control. Now start to come down, catch the glide slope. Okay, keep it nice and stable. Now, what I've seen is after about 500 feet, the aircraft will start getting unstable, start going into a rocking motion. We'll see if that happens today. Come down, catch a glide slope. There's one red. Okay, there's 2 red. Check. Okay, here comes that rockiness. Try to contain it.
300. 200. 100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Right. Okay. Speed brakes are up and reversers are active. Okay, reversers can come back in. The aircraft slows down from the auto brake. There we go. And then we'll taxi on up to the gate. And there we are down in Leeds Bradford, guys. So, spin around. That was actually quite a successful landing. The physics are quite crazy on this simulator. Oh, once we get back onto the runway and back taxi, then we'll start shutting everything down. We'll get the APU turned on and ready for when we park up at the gate. Turn our landing lights off. Turn our taxis on. We can turn our wings off. Runway terminals can go off. We'll start the APU. We'll wait 3 seconds. And now we'll start it up. And now we'll pull off over on our left now. And we'll go into a gate. Okay, so here comes the APU. Coming off, turn our strobes and everything off. If there is a hold line. Okay, as we come over the hold line now, we can turn off the strobes, which are all set, and everything's all good. Got the APU and everything all on with the APU bleed. Turn off our pros, we can turn off the pumps. Go over and turn off our ignitions, turn them to off. We can turn our IRSs off as well. Now we turn the batteries off, we've got no external power. As we'd wait for the ground power, but as it's all good, we'll just turn everything off for the flight of the night. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, as there'll be more content of this coming out soon. And stay tuned tomorrow for the Leeds Bradford descent down on X-Plane as well, as we'll do the same approach down for the ILS of 3.2, so you can compare the two physics of the models and you can tell me which one you think's better. So, take care for now guys, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.